Hello, welcome to Open the Gate with the special edition in London with my first guest, Katie Eary. Hi Katie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, really good. Just done a show.
Yeah, you just did a show and
yeah.
tomorrow moving to Paris for a few days?
Yeah, so and I always look forward to that.
Okay. How does it work for you? Because London is very special. You just finished the Fashion Week and you always do like those crazy shows. It's been like for how much seasons you've been into it?
Well, I'm starting from London Collections Men, because that's when the business started, as opposed to me being an artist and just doing stuff. So this is officially the 6th season.
Okay.
So once you do the show and then you take everything to Paris and hopefully sell.
Yeah, finger crossed.
Yeah.
For me, you are the perfect guest to have to represent fashion in London because you are very colorful, very creative. You've been doing Royal College of Art, which is a very good school in London. The more creative one, let's say, artistic. And you're obsessed with print.
Yeah.
Where did this start?
Do you know what? I don't know. It's like I didn't even know that I was obsessed with print. I think I was just obsessed with, like the really striking images, which obviously, like in books, it can be a beautiful photograph, but it's in print, everything. And I don't know, I mean, we're talking like 2007 or something, 2008, when digital was quite new. So although print has always been around, like digital, like photo real wasn't always so present. And it was like such an exciting new medium to play with. So I just became obsessed with that.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, you can literally do trompe-l'oeil and like print a whole spaceman onto an outfit, like a really slim-fitted suit or whatever, and it will still look like a spaceman walking down the catwalk. And I think I love that kind of fun, the fun that you can have with it.
Exactly.
So it became it's just become me, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's also like your me has been created by obsessions. You have like the print coming back a lot, very minimalistic shapes and pattern, fur touch, and the colors. Yeah, does this really represent London style somehow?
It's really hard because I don't know what represents London style anymore. I think because I have to be honest, I think a lot of designers have become very samey. I think like I just watched the last London collections and I don't know, it's really weird. Like sometimes I can look at a Christopher Shannon show and know that that's Christopher Shannon, and that's for me when you know that a designer has got it down, because they could touch anything and you're like, oh, Christopher Shannon touched up because it's got his label all over it. But there's not many like Christopher Shannon at the moment, I don't think, where you can be like, they could do a notebook and you'd have no idea who did it, or a chair or whatever. Like, and I just feel like everybody's sort of like, oh, it must be colourful, it must be mad, it must be London. So then they lose their sort of grip on who they are and what their mark is. I think everyone's just so petrified and.
But this was like 10 years ago where everyone started to be very crazy and very colourful and having this stamp in London.
I think it was crazy, but it was not as crazy as it is now. I mean, there's so much more. It's like everything is on high res and it's just like...
But aren't you scared that people, the press and the buyers are getting tired of it?
I mean, I worry about it, but then I think, well, I've always been like it, so it's not like I've changed to be part of that.
Yeah.
So... I don't know, it's really difficult. But I would say at the moment I really genuinely don't know what London style is, because I feel like there's almost so much going on that it's hard to pick just one thing.
But your thing is to also make, because for me London fashion for men's it's a bit let's say a bit gay somehow. You know, there is this very queer vibe in it. And, no, but it's true. But you play in a way that it's really more than this. It's like so straight and so cool.
I think it's because my muse is always my little brothers. It always has been and it always will be.
Katy Eary, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so...
Serving the street.
Yeah, I mean...
So family inspired.
Yeah, just because my brothers are all skateboarders and...
Yeah.
You know, and all my friends at school were skateboarders or BMX. I was a BMXer for years, and I love that kind of, you know, like the music that goes with it, the baggy clothes, the attitude. You know, it's something that always inspires me.
Which is like different from the others. Also, which I really like from you is that you have this independent things. You always work by yourself. You don't really need a structure. This is your home, your love, your cats, your studio. You manage your own online shop. You direct everything from yourself.
I try not to hang out too much with the fashion crowd. I just worry that it can be a bit toxic maybe, where you just get so sucked in. I always think of every single friend you've ever had. There's one point when you fall out with them. That one point when you fall out with that massive editor of this magazine, how horrific is that going to be?
Yeah.
How horrific is it going to be if the stylist that you've been working for years you're not friends with anymore? I think it's a sensible idea to keep it keep your own life here and just keep everything else professional. Don't go to bed with the fashion industry because one day you'll fall out with someone and it will just be too painful.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've had it before, like when I was younger, like...
Did you?
Yeah, but like not, like it's just pathetic, you know, like we're talking like 6 years ago or something, and you get upset with someone or they get pissed off with you or whatever, and then you're like, oh my god, everyone hates me or whatever, and it's just like, oh... I'd rather just never. I think it's good when things happen early on. You just learn from it.
But that's the toxic fashion world, babe. We all know it's a bit like dangerous. That's why we also get a bit like step out of it. But also I don't really see you as a real fashion designer. When I say real fashion designer, it's just like you're not 100% into fashion. You're more like a visual artist.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obsessed with design. I think design full stop. I'm just in love with. I think why should it stop at a dress or a coat? Like I could design a chair if I wanted to, and it would be you would know that I'd designed that chair. It would just be, you know, I just put my hand to anything, and I've always been obsessed with anything Saatchi touches and buys. I just love that kind of like really sensationalist fun art.
Okay.
And that's what the last collection was actually based on. It was like Jeff Koons and Kors, and I approached it how Jenny...
Jeff Koons.
Yeah. That's not real, obviously, but...
It's a real one. She's making a lot of money with her clothes, as you can see.
Sure. My mum got it for me. Every season she gets me like a good luck thing. So I don't know where she found this, but I love it.
Excellent. Great, Kathy. And also, I mean, you know, all those inspiration, all those craziness, it's a bit of a joke for me. You know, it seems that you don't take things like very seriously, which is maybe like one of your strengths, I guess.
I think it's not that I take business seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I want to do well. But I also feel like, you know, there's a lot of fun missing sometimes. And I don't know if you remember...
The black fashion.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you ever watched, you know, 10 magazine, they used to do 10 TV.
Yeah.
And I actually met Sophie, like, last Monday night, actually. And I was like, bring back 10 TV. And I was like, you started that whole social media thing. It was just so fun because it was just her and her mates, like, going to interview Karl Lagerfeld, and they'd be like, can you tell me what it was about?
Yeah.
And, you know, just like, it was just so fun. And it made me want to be part of the world because you think, oh my god, these people, they have so much fun. And so when I approach something, I just can't help it. I just get so excited, and I'm like, people will love that because it'll make them feel happy. So what's funnier than, like, I don't know, doing a really punk collection and then I'm just going to whack him, like, let's give Mickey Mouse a Mohican and just send it down the catwalk. Or, you know, like, you shouldn't take life too seriously. As long as every piece is individually done well, then you can have a laugh with it. And
you do that very well.
Yeah, because you know, I take pride in the craft. But you know, I just want people to be like, oh, I like that. It's funny and.
And all this approach of things also brought you a lot of publicity and a lot of looks. It's very hard to survive financially when you go so edgy, of course. And I think there is a great way to survive and to make money. It's like the whole collaboration.
Yeah, you've got to find a balance of like, you know, like commerciality and stuff like that. Because I mean, I don't struggle with that. I used to,
Yeah.
but then you realise you can do all this mad stuff and people love you because they love the ideas, but you can't charge for people to feel inspired.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you make money from that? And it could be just something as simple as a print on a t-shirt. So people are like, they don't buy the t-shirt because it's Katie Eary, they buy into the whole idea of that show. Like, people are so much more interested in when there's a fun story.
And also like great people's been contacting you. Like, we heard about it like maybe 3 years ago, like this big deal with Kanye West. That was a very exciting beginning of a collaboration. And now you work for this hair products, like the old packaging, where you can really express your love.
Yeah,
for print and colours.
I absolutely love collaborations. Like, you can like really just. I did one with River Island last year actually, and it was so fun. I absolutely loved it. There was such a cool team, and there was not that much limitation on, you know, how you can express your designs, which was great because you just automatically presume if somebody as big as that, everything's gonna have to be done like a really tight budget and this, that, and the other. But they really bend over backwards to make it happen. And I just think with the collaboration, you don't have to worry about sourcing everything from factories and all of the back. You just turn it. It's like playing at being a real big designer.
No,
you can be like, I like that. Let's make it happen. It's like the dream, really. So
that's what we live for.
Any kind of collaboration is just it's so fun. And so at the moment I'm doing one with Fudge hair. So it's just like a whole range of products, and then so I get to work on all the graphics of the boxes and just, like something really tangible and like cool that people will see from, I don't know where it be sold, but like Boots or whatever. People are like, oh my god, that's so weird, I love it.
It's fun.
Yeah, so you can just, have fun with it.
And is there anything that we can wish you for the future? Any dream that you would like to achieve?
Well, okay, so at the moment...
Or big project coming out.
Yeah, well, I'm working on a collaboration with IKEA at the moment.
Really?
Which is like, really is a dream. So it's all printed textile at the moment, but I keep pushing because I'm like, can I do a sofa?
Oh, wow.
Can I do a chair? Like, I really, really, really want to do like other things and branch away from, like just print, because I can do so much more.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So that's kind of would be a dream, is to actually be allowed to, work with other materials and it's nothing to do with print. I'd love to do a hotel, like a design. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
I just want to branch out into all those kind of anything creative. I'm just loving it.
No limits.
I feel like at the moment, there's no limitations, and it's just, if one thing leads to another, who knows what's going to happen? But it's all very exciting.
Cool. Then I wish you all the best for those projects. Thanks. And we'll be following you, of course, like always. And good luck with everything, my darling. Thank you for having us.
That's okay, cheers.
Cheers. Octopus cheers. Cheers from London, guys. Thank you for watching us. It was Katie Eary and Open the Gate in London. We'll be here for 5 or 6 new episodes. And you can always follow us on our YouTube channels, and every Friday at 9 p.m. on souvenirsfromearth.tv. Thank you guys, bye bye.